There we go. We're back in the car, so don't take the panel off. The tools you're going to need is just these two tools right here, flathead and a Phillips screwdriver. First thing we're going to do is to remove this right over here. Plug it right by, like so. That's how we're going to lose it, and then come back. Just kind of try over here on this side. Pull it downwards a little like that. Same thing for this side. All right. Now for this part, you just gotta pull it out. Really, there's just held by close. So like that. Open the door to get to this. Back. All right. And once you're done with that, just take it out. A little hang right over here. Just unplug it. Get it out of your way so you can work. Safe and easy. You unplug these two for your dimmer. So these lights actually work on the dimmer. They didn't down and up. But these are the two that you gotta unplug. Set that aside. Come over here. All you need to do is there's a screw up top right over here, right here, and then there's two screws down here. There's one here and one here. So let's get them going. This is what they look like. Set them aside. Alright, now that screw that's up here. And this is what that other screw is on. Now, you do, for the wiring, you do have to unscrew these two to unplug it. Alright, so we'll go at it. Like so. There you go. The other one. Alright, now you should just be able to take that out. And there it is. It's right out. Now you gotta go and work on it.
Taking the panel apart is easy. Take these two screws off. So these two hold the clear piece together. Turn it around and unscrew every screw that you see on the back of the panel. All of these hold that white piece to protect the board housing. So after you're done with unscrewing all the screws on the back, the plastic piece, it's held by two clips on the sides as well. So just put your tweezers right in there and tweeze them up. It's very simple. Do the same thing on the other side. Set that aside. This is a good time to clean them out as well. And then there's two more screws that are holding that piece. I'm not sure what that is, but then you unscrew those two, and then after that there's also a plug-in that plugs into the board, so you gotta unplug that as well. Set that aside. Right, now go back. The plastic piece is held, or the clear one is held by four knobs on the bottom and two on the top. You just gotta push them down and outwards to get it out, and you just slide it right up. And same thing for the black piece as well. It's two on the top, four on the bottom. Just push them down and outwards. They are easy. Right, now as for your needles, I do recommend putting a masking piece of tape underneath the needles and draw your line where your needles are facing. That way when you go back, you know where the needles should be. Now I've done this before, so I know where the needles are. In this case, I'm not doing that. Now you just need a pry tool to put underneath it, pull it out. They're easy, they come off easy. You just gotta be really gentle with them. And make sure you put them aside in order. I like to do that, especially for the RPM and the speedometer. those two are a little longer than one another, so you don't want to mix those up. And now just gently pull out the plastic piece, put it aside. You will have to come back to it. And then as for this piece, so this is where you're change your LCD screen to a chirp monitor, so you gotta gently take that out. It's pretty fragile. So as you see, I'm using the tweezers to get under there and pull it gently out. So I'm working with one side. There you go. Right, turn it around. Take your board. So there's little clips on each side, the tiny ones right there. So use your pry tool to push them outwards and then pry the board up. So you gotta use one side at a time. You really gotta be gentle with this. Don't rush it. It's especially the bottom part where I was doing it. That's where your LCD screen is for, again, where it shows you miles. So just gently do it. It's right there again. That's where you want to focus on. So that's right there is what I'm talking about. There's needle heads over there for LCD screen that shows your miles. After that, that's what the lights are going to look like. So this is where your black piece comes in handy. You want to set it back down to indicate which lights you need to change or which lights you want to change to what color.
This might be a little challenging, but when you take it off, is you just get your solder gun, you solder one side, make sure it's soldered, and just kind of pull it out, like that, and do this side, like that, and then you just turn it around. You turn it around. Now you do the bottom side. Just take your solder gun, solder the bottom side, and then pull it out like that, like that. Like that. All right, now you're done with that. These are the little lights. This is what they look like. This is what they look like. Now, you'll see on one of the sides, it's got a little knob. So that little knob on one of the corners, it's got a little knob. So that little knob, that actually is the negative terminal of this light. And the side that doesn't have the knob, that's the positive terminal. That's very important. You need to know that. How you do that is, there's this little, or this arrow right here, it faces up. Wherever that arrow faces, that knob is going to face the same direction. So keep that in mind, okay? That is important. That's the important part. You have to know that. Now, we'll set these. Alright guys, so put your instrument panel back in. It's really same process in reverse. Put your panel in. It's a little, there you go. You really gotta play with their steering wheel the whole time you're in. But as long as they're sitting on these 2 pins, then the first thing you're gonna wanna do is screw these 2, which is the wiring harness that would just kind of screw there. Like that, maybe the same thing here. Alright, now come down to your torque it down to, I believe it's 4, I'm not 100% sure. There you go. There you go. And now, to test it out, just turn the lights on, and voila. Looking really good. Looking extra fine. That's what it looks like, guys. It's awesome. Alright, now, I'm gonna put everything on, and then we'll test the gauges and see if the gauges are working. Alright, now that you got these on, now remember there's a screw that goes at the top. There it is, this one. That's right there. Challenging to get it in. It's a little bit challenging. Do not let that screw. Keeps on falling on you. Tighten up my hands. There you go. Alright, now these 2 screws right here. These are either the 10mm or the Phillips, and I do like the Phillips. It makes it a lot easier. It's a lot easier for me. Tighten up my hand quick. Alright, and they're nice and tight. I'm gonna put the panel back on. There you have the door closed because it's obviously snowing, so I'm working on the snow right now. I'm gonna plug in, plug to it here. There we go. And now this clips right back on to where it was. Alright, now this guy, it's right back over there. Right here. That's all you should do. Now I'm supposed to test. Let's test them on quick. Test out all the gauges. So then don't forget this little guy over here. Push it in really, you gotta find the knob. So this knob right here, right over there. Kind of put the top in first, twist it until it sits, and then put the bottom in kind of like that. And that's it. It's sitting there pretty nice and tight. Alright, now let's test out all the gauges. They should be, I tested them out already, so they should be up there, right where they're at. The gas gauge is looking really good. Ignore all the lights. I'm fixing them. I'll fix them all. That's the little lights. Really, they all just kind of come on at the same time. But look how it looks, guys. I mean, that is looking really, really, really good. It came out awesome. Came out just how we want it. All the gauges are working. You get your RPM. The speedometer is working. And I left the car on for a little bit, so that's accurate. The temperature gauge, the gas gauge is accurate as well. They got 164 miles on it, so that's not normally where I sit at with this car. But let's go for a cruise and test the speedometer gauge quick. Yeah, it's looking really good. That speedometer gauge is working too. Everything's working really good.